on? Welcome back to another Wayback Wednesday. Took a last week off because it was Christmas and didn't really want to do anything, although I could have probably made something beforehand. But I guess I just wasn't feeling it, honestly. And today I'm sort of breaking the rules of Wayback Wednesday a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean entirely. I said I wouldn't want to review anything that was still available, like at retail. But this one was just too good to pass up. It's one I've been wanting for a while. One that I have actually tried to get the G1 version of, but to no avail. And that is, of course, Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Spinister Deluxe Class. Now I'll be the first to say that I have no knowledge of this character whatsoever. I know he was a double target master in G1. I know he was apparently bigger in the comics, although, well, bigger meaning that he was featured in the comics because he wasn't in the G1 cartoon. And I know he's had a couple toys throughout the years. He had the G1, the Combiner Wars one, a BotCon one, and those are really super expensive. To get the actual figure itself, he is a deluxe class. He turns to a helicopter. He's got this really nice, really cool paint job I like, with the dark blues and the nice purplish pink contrasting with the other dark purple for the sides of the helicopter. He's got the spinning rotor. His other one, I can't remember what it's called for some reason. Other one doesn't spin quite as well, but it's passable. He's got the nice imprinted Decepticon logo right there on his tail fin, and he's got his hands, very clearly his hands, on the back. But that's not too much of an issue because I don't know. It doesn't really take away from it at all. Underside has the one main problem I have with this thing, and yeah, it's pretty obvious. He's got this really nice sculpting detail pretty much everywhere. Nice on the cockpit, nice on the back. He's got these two ports for stuff that you would never be able to fit anything in, because I mean the whole gimmick with the Siege line is that you have all these ports so you can put all your little battle masters and weapons in, but like those ones are totally useless because the rotor is always going to be in the way. I mean, in robot mode you can tuck the rotors away, but it just doesn't complete the look. He's got the little landing gear right here, so you can flip him out, and his weapons here also act as secondary landing gear. He's got the weapons based on, oh, I forget their names, Hair Splitter and Singe, I believe. I'm not sure which one is which because I didn't have the original G1 figure, so I don't know. I do know that they've released Singe and Hair Splitter in the Siege line as Singe and Shroot as Battle Masters, but Shroot is only available with the whole Skywarp Amazon pack, or if it was Amazon, and Singe is available apparently at retail, but there's no way I'm going to be able to find him, and I can't find him online for anywhere less than $20, which is not worth it. So if you wanted to complete the set, it's not exactly easy. Alright, his two guns here. He's got this double barrel blaster, and he's got this Gatling gun, and they can combine either way to be a double gun, just like his original Target Masters could. There's not too much else to say about his vehicle mode, so I guess it should be time to get to the transformation, which I actually think is pretty interesting. Alright, there we have Spinister in his robot mode, which looks really cool, I think. That's kind of the main reason I wanted him. It's also why I wanted his G1, so I think they would look good together. I know his G1 figure isn't all that great. I still think it looks cool. I just like his design. His head sculpt is really nice with the nice, well, if it would show up, the nice blue and the yellow eyes. I just wish I had a better setup so I could show that off better. But I can't afford that right now. His two rotors fold up in the back here and can like sit right there. They're not entirely tight, but they don't move around. They don't like flop. He's got pretty much all the same details he had on his G1 toy, except they're not stickers. They're sculpted detail. The nice Decepticon logo right here. Oh, he's got all the Siege battle damage, which I've never been a huge fan of that. But it's, you know, it's one of the whole gimmicks of the line, so I can't really fault it for that. For articulation, he's got the double bend at the elbow, so he can go like that, like that. He's got the hinge here. You can move his arm out and like that. He can look down. He can look up slightly. barely. His head is on a swivel here. Actually, it might be on a ball joint, but it's not too easy to see. His legs can go out, do the splits. His legs can go back, not that far, but his knee can go back a lot. He can kick forward really far. He's got the toe articulation. It can bend pretty much any way you want it to, but that's because of the transformation. And again, with the whole siege gimmick, he's got the portholes. You can put his little guns. You can either have him holding them in his hands, like that, or you can have them displayed on his arms, like that, which is kind of what I prefer. I mean, the one pose I had him in, I had him in his hands, but it's fine. But yeah, he's got the little rotor on the back. Looks really good. Like, just a really nice update of the G1 figure, honestly. I just really like the colors. It's all like the 1988 Decepticons had the really cool colors and designs. And names. He's got the Spinister. That's a really cool name. Almost as cool as Sinner Twin. Not quite. Thank you, TF Wiki, for giving me that joke. Although I agree. And he got the portholes on his shoulders. You can put the weapons in there if you wanted to. I wouldn't. I think that would look really stupid. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this, so I'll get into a size comparison here. Oh, Power of the Prime's Battle Trap. So he's taller than him. He's taller than the average deluxe class, honestly. And speaking of which, Siege Barricade, who I have in some really weird pose, but Siege Barricade is pretty tiny, even for a deluxe class. But yeah, they look nice together. They got the whole aesthetic. I just gotta get Skytread so I can go with my flywheels so I can have both Duocons and their updates, but whatever. That's not the topic of this video. Topic of this video is Spinister, who I can highly recommend. Very nice figure. One thing I really like about him is that he has these little flaps here that close up his legs so they don't look hollow like that. They just close right over, which I think is really nice, and I think more Transformers should do that, even though, again, like I said in my last video, you're not going to pose him from behind, so it's not really that big of a deal. But anyway, yep, I got nothing else to say about it. You should pick him up if you find him. I got him on Amazon because I couldn't find him anywhere else. I had a $20 gift card for Christmas, so. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.